Hey everybody, I'm Mikey Brown from PaperToPavement on YouTube, here with Mike Taylor, and we're going to talk about this prime time product that I have been squirting out of my gun the last few days, and a few other products while we're together here.
Yeah. So Mikey, I see you right there. I see you got some prime time sprayed. How did you mix it up? Did you mix it up as a high build, a medium build, or a sealer? How did you do that?
Man, I have used this as a range. I have used it as a high build, and then I sanded that down. I've done the medium build with it, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray it as a sealer before I do this white too.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So what's cool is with this, like you just said, you can mix it as a high build, medium build, or a sealer. But what's nice about it being a hybrid, it's an epoxy poly hybrid. So it will bond to fiberglass, bare metal, galvanized, most plastics, wood, like we mentioned before. Anything that's TPO, we need to put adhesion promoter, so that's below the belt line on a vehicle. But all the rest of the stuff that's rigid, you just scuff it, it's ready to go. So it's a really nice product. I love it. I love that we ground down the pigmentation on it so it's smooth. I don't know if you noticed how flat it will dry out and nice and flat, so you're not digging away a bunch of orange peel.
Yeah, it flattened out like base coat. Like when I sprayed this medium, I mixed it as medium and sprayed it out. And I even told my wife, if I was prepared better, I think I would have went ahead and sprayed the white then. I was ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
With this product, like how long do I have to wait in between the primer and the base? Like, should I wait and always sand this before I base coat? Or is this something that there's a little window where I can go ahead and apply the white?
That's a great question. So I would say at the medium build and the sealer, once it dulls, you could base over it.
Okay.
Now with the high build, you could probably base right over it and it'd probably work. But since it's a high build, I'd rather see you nib that down with, let's say, some 320 or something like that, or 400, just to be able to get, because we don't want to have any shrinking because it's doing 2 mils per coat. With the sealer, we got a little bit of reducer in it, so it's going to dry out and all those solvents are going to evaporate out. So I feel more comfortable knowing that you can spray your base right over that. And as far as window, our standard operating procedure, our window says you can go up to 4 hours before you would have to scuff it. So what I would say by scuffing is we could use a gray Scotch-Brite, we could use a red maroon Scotch-Brite, or we could actually wet sand it. Now, I would say with the high build, I would say the finest I would say would be 600, but I would prefer people to spray sand it with 400 because we can get that mechanical bond.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
This is such a versatile product that I've been really happy with it. Here, I don't just spray nice new metal and fancy surfaces. I'm digging out my scrap pile. So, I mean, I'm scuffing this thing down and sanding it with 36 grit and rough stone, puttying and spraying. It covered every single thing I asked it to. Old paint, even on a couple pieces, little parts and pieces we covered. And I've been surprised with how well it's stuck. Any kind of grit that I've gave it to stick to, it's wanted to hold.
Yep. Well, don't forget too, Mikey, that it comes in black, gray, and we have a white coming in mid to late October. And it's the same thing. It's prime time. We're just going to have black. We do have the black, but we're adding the white. And the white is great for those light colors. Light solid bases, then you don't have to spray a white base to do a red or so on and so forth. You can just do this. It's catalyzed. It's much stronger than those bases. Great for pearl base coats and neons as well. So it's
now is that
a complete line
together too? If I want different variations of grays and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, you can intermix them
between the colors.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So, and again, it's nice because you can change the speed, right? I think we kind of talked about that earlier. Is how can I speed this up? All you got to do, because it does have the one catalyst, just use reducer and change the speed of the reducer.
Okay.
That's the thing. And then again, just pay attention on the inverted areas. So if you want to recoat, when is it good to recoat? Well, when it's dull. But I always look at those rain gutters or inverted areas, because once that's dull, then it's ready to go. You can have the rest of the stuff sitting for a half hour or 45 minutes before you have to spray again.
Okay.
You know, so you're not going to break that window like we were discussing. But those inverted areas, it's very important that those are dry and dull. Otherwise, it's basically like you're just double wetting and you could get some cracking. And that will happen with any kind of high build primer. You know,
now,
if you don't let it dry, it'll crack. What's that?
Is something like those cracks, do they show up like immediately, or is this something you have to worry about down the road showing up?
Yeah, it will start happening, you know, days later. So it's not something that would happen right there, because all of it's doing is it's just kind of separating out, right?
Yeah, that's a good note to make. I'm so happy with how it's all sprayed, and more than anything, I'm always worried about pushing a product past its limit, you know, asking it to do too much, and I have not found that limit here on my acre yet. So your product is checking all the boxes I need it to. I'm excited to get on past this and get into the base coats and clears next, man.
Fantastic, dude. Well, it looks like you got a lot of work ahead of you. I can't wait to see the progression, and just keep us posted. If you have any questions on any of the stuff that you're doing moving forward, do not hesitate to call, man.
Hey, thank you so much, Mike. I'm going to jump back here into my pole barn paint booth and get this thing in white, blue, and clear, and I will see you all October 4th.
Awesome, man.
California.
Beautiful.
See you, brother.
Adios.